That's right. Your brand new OVG 3D printed, hand painted merch is now available. Please send your inquiries to ovg.merch@gmail.com for pricing and availability. Good morning or afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. I was thinking about doing a little bit of a live, playing some older games. I just am having trouble picking one at the moment. And I'm going to say that you can pretty much pick anything from like the original Nintendo, Game Boy Advance, Sega Genesis, Sega Master System, Game Gear. You can pick any of those, Super Nintendo, and yeah, I can't really go much newer than that with the Retron 5, but I could definitely stay in that old school area. Got some decent games, racers, shooters. They're all here. I've got some Japanese titled stuff. Destruction Derby Raw. You know, you've been saying Destruction Derby Raw for a while now. I probably should have done a PlayStation one. But I got the Retron all hooked up at the moment. It's sitting right here waiting for me to insert a cartridge of some kind. And yeah, like there's a decent amount of games, especially for like Game Boy and Game Boy Advance. I've got a decent amount of those games kicking around. Man, some that I've never even played, really. It's golf games, Mario Kart. Like I have Mario Kart, Super Circuit for Game Boy Advance, Sonic Advance 2, Road Rash Jailbreak. Road Rash Jailbreak is among them. Absolutely, there's always next time. Maybe some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I haven't played that in forever. I have the original 3 for the original Nintendo, and then I have the other one for the Super Nintendo. What one was that? Turtles in Time. Turtles in Time. So I've got those 4 turtle games. I don't think I have one for Game Boy. Road Rash Jailbreak sounds good. Okay, so that will be on the Game Boy Advance. And yeah, so all right. So that one, we're going to pull that one right off the shelf. And it's still in the wrapper. But I got it. We can play that one. Honestly, I'm in the mood for just playing something old, and you know, you mentioning Jailbreak sounds good to me. But I mean, there's a ton of stuff over here. I even have like the very old, this before it was Tokyo Extreme Racer. I forget what do they call it. Well, that's right. I can't just read it. I'm gonna have to use my phone to read it. But I have the 2 uh, games from back in the day that only released in Japan, and I played one of them for a little bit, like the first one, I think. Oh, and I got a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle brawler called Turtle Mutant Warriors. I got that here too. But yeah, I'm kind of all up in the air at the moment. I don't really. I'm good. I'm down to play for whatever. I've been enjoying Road Rash 3, and we could pop that into the Retron as well if we wanted to. And then we wouldn't need passwords anymore. We could just use the save states. But yeah. I have a couple bootlegs that should play on this. So I got like Super Metroid Zero Mission. So basically it's Zero Mission for the Game Boy Advance, except it's made for the Super Nintendo. Conker's Hyrule Tales. I've got that. They just released Undercover Cops. I've got that. And then, aside from like the, I think I have a 7-in-1 cartridge for The Legend of Zelda. And it's got like a bunch of different versions of Legend of Zelda on it. And let's see. Yeah, I mean, I'm down for the Game Boy Advance one if that's what you would like to do. I'll put it in here and see if it's something we even want to see here. Let's find the Oh, that's right. I gotta pull this out first. Okay. How about now? That looks like it's going to load right up. And you'll need a controller. Let's see here. Looks like that's going to work. Let's take a look. Yeah, that's going to work. I need volume though. Oh boy, how loud is that? That's like super loud for me here. Oh boy. I don't want tips, I want options. Alright, did that make the volume better? Because it's still super loud, isn't it? Okay. Is that a better option? Test, test, test. Alright. Let's get this show on the road. Alright, so Ace, Lulu, which honestly she's got the weapon I prefer. So oh boy. Oh, that was nitrous. Okay. I'm not sure what I was expecting. But, oh. Ow. Okay. This is a... I'm not sure what I was expecting, but this isn't bad. What did I hit? I'm so arrested. No? Is there only 4 of us racing too? Oh, fire again. Oil slick. What is going on in this game? Ow! Come on. I want it. I've never played this. This is not what I was expecting at all. I'm just gonna go ahead and save. Let's go. Got like a whip instead of a chain? Is that what happened? Whoa! What the hell happened? Oh no. No, 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 no. Get off that stuff, let's go. No way. I think the game just let me win on that one. Oh, so I don't get to pick upgrades. I need to reach 4,500. I'm sorry, 45,000. That way I can get the next upgrade. Different. I'm sure the PlayStation jailbreak is a bit different than this. Oh. Yeah, that's what you get. Well, I don't know what just happened, but I didn't hurt him. There's no rear view mirrors in this one. There's only 4 other people racing you. That's kind of interesting that they still released this. And this is probably like, no, this couldn't have been the first time it left Sega. A lot of cops in this one, though. Go. Like all of a sudden started slowing me down toward the tail end there. Are you playing in each console? I can. I don't need to stay to just this. I'm just having some fun. Is there a game you'd like to see? And if I have it, we could do it. We have the money for the upgrade. I've upgraded. Next one's at 100 grand. Heart of Darkness, what game is that? What's it for? What console? Oh, that's good. I killed that cop. Oh, they're gonna be after me now. No, I don't have that game, and today we're going to be playing on the Retron. So Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega Master System, Sega Genesis, Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color. Oops. Slipstream. What's... No, I don't think I have... So, what... Slipstream? What game was Slipstream on? I don't remember that one. Kid Clown and Crazy Chase. I don't have that one either. For the Super Nintendo, I got Blackthorn, Cool Spot, Donkey Kong Country 1, 2, and 3, Doom, Earthbound, Evo, F-Zero, Gradius, Jurassic Park Part 2, The Legend of Zelda, Lester, Pilot Wings, Prince of Persia 2, Mortal Kombat. Let's see, Terminator. I think it's RoboCop vs. Terminator or something like that. I got, and SimCity, Super Mario All Stars, Super Mario Kart, Super Mario World, Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island, Super Metroid Off-Road, the Baja, like Super Star Wars Empire Strikes Back, Star Fox, Turtles in Time, Tetris, Dr. Mario, Tetris 2, Test Drive 2, The Duel, Top Gear, Uniracers, Undercover Cops, Wing Commander, The Secret Missions, Wolfenstein 3D, and Zombies Ate My Neighbors. You hate the Star Fox franchise because of the characters? That's odd, man. Okay. So, let's see. You said Yoshi's Island, haven't played. So I never really played Yoshi's Island. I do have it. We can do that. That's not a problem. And you said, and Sergi's suggesting The Legend of Zelda. Now, that would be fun too. Because, like, that's the old school Legend of Zelda, man. Is the Game Boy Advance version of Furry Fighters? That's an interesting title right there. I wonder. Oh, it's not in there. Where the heck did I put it? Well, that's interesting. I'm trying to locate it. Alright, Road Rash is back where it belongs. I thought I had it. Well, I don't see it there. I don't think I lent it out. It's supposed to be in this box. Oh, it was in the box. It slipped out through. Okay, I found it. I just want to see whether or not this is the exact same game or not. Or it can't read it. Like, I thought that this game is supposed to be similar to the Super Nintendo one. Is it not? Or is it like a completely different... Yeah, so I can play A Link to the Past on here. Sergi, how's our Kings, how's it going? Did I ever play Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks? No, I have not. I don't think I own that one. Like, I'm trying to stick with the games that I own. This is very similar, but it also looks a little... This looks very much like I remember. Shaolin Monks is way harder than you remember. Yeah. Oh, I got out of bed. Yeah, I don't know why they gave him purple hair. I think it was just because if you look at everything else, it's... If you went too blonde, maybe it would be harder to distinguish. I don't know. Do you know that after the NES version of the first Zelda game, the second is Yes, that is so far. That sequel is in one of the. I hate that game the most out of the entire series, and that is a very strong word, but I absolutely despise the sequel, The Adventure of Link. I appreciate what they were trying to do, but as a kid, I wanted something more like the original, something more like this. So when I got to that and I didn't see that, I was like, oh, well. And I tried playing it as a kid and I got to a certain point and then I couldn't get past it. And it was a tough game, man, for anybody. Even now it's a tough game to play. I've tried to go back to it and beat it. These weren't your cup of tea growing up. There was a lot of good adventure in it and a lot of good fighting. It was just figuring out what the game wanted from you. Just one of those games that you could just get involved with just the story or mess around, kind of like what I'm doing right now, just seeing what I could unlock and find before going in here. The racing game that I was playing, it wasn't bad. It's just a bit different than what I was expecting. I like this one a lot more because then we finally got, you know, another top-down Legend of Zelda game, and this one felt more right. Destruction Derby 64? I mean, I have the original Destruction Derby for PlayStation. I don't have the one for 64. We're gonna die. I think I'm in the wrong spot right now. It's been so long since I played this. There we go, basement. Turn around, Link. Ah, so you played Raw for PS1, and you played the original Destruction Derby that way. That makes sense. No. I don't know how to push select because I do not have a select button on this controller. That could be a problem. Ah! Nope, that's the map button. I'm gonna need to use a different controller. If I'm gonna play this game any further, I can't go into the menu system. I don't have a select button. I could probably still make it without the boomerang though. Nope. Nope, that did not work. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I'm really in the mood to do some of this. Let's pick a different one here. Oh, let's see. The worst was DD Arena. Destruction Derby Arena was the worst of the Destruction Derbies. What if Mario Party Deluxe? You guys know that there was a San Francisco Rush that came out for the Game Boy Color, and it was a game that had come out, I think, for the Nintendo 64 is where it originally came out for, and then it also came out for the Dreamcast, and then they decided to make one for the Game Boy Color, which was their console at that point in time. The Game Boy Advance had not come along yet, and gotta appreciate where everything comes from. That's gonna load up quick. Oh yeah, look at these graphics. What are we looking at here? This is San Francisco Rush 2049 for the Game Boy Color. It's such a simplistic game. Wow. Did I ever play Rush for PS2? No, but I do have Rush for Xbox, I think is what it's for. The one that I have. You gotta place third or higher in order to progress with the game, and I just came in fifth. Let's try the fifth car. And scammers can even call on the weekend. You have to like hit the turbo like every single time. Oh jeez, I spun around. Needless to say, this is nothing like the San Francisco rushes that are on the N64 and further consoles. This is just very archaic for what it is. It's kind of hilarious at the same time. Fourth place. Wow, like I don't know. This game legit like expects you to hit every single LA Rush. Yeah. I don't remember Rush for PS2. Like I have San Francisco Rush and Rush 2 and Rush 2049. I don't remember Rush for just PS2. Let me take a look here. Got 12 games. I do have Rush for PSP. San Francisco Rush for PlayStation. Rush 2049 for the Dreamcast. LA Rush. Yeah, no. I think the closest one that I have is going to be the Rush for the PSP. This one. Like, I don't know if that's going to come in good. No, it looks like it came brighter again. Hold on. So, like, I have that one, but I do not have Rush for PS2. I probably have an emulator of it in the ROM. Alright, this one's a bit archaic and a bit rough at the same time. I just wanted to see. I hadn't tried it since I bought it. At least we know it works. Kind of didn't have a doubt on that one. But yeah, that's like a Game Boy Color. Well, LA Rush, I have LA Rush for Xbox. That might be the same. Oh, let's see. What if we try... Super Sprint? Oh, jeez. Uh... There's just all sorts of different games hanging around here, guys. We could try that Space Invaders game that came in, see if it even plays. The box looks like crap. Wonder if the game plays. Well, it loaded. So that's a plus. Let's try arcade. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Is it gonna work? No! No! Wow, they go all the way over, back and forth, huh? No! You have this game on a mini cabinet? Nice. Let's see if we can get the other version to load. Maybe it needs to be... Oh, I wonder. I wonder if I need to have that playing through my Super Nintendo cartridge. Hold on. Maybe. Okay. Maybe it'll recognize the cartridge in the Super Game Boy. Or not. Maybe not. It recognizes that that's a Super Game Boy cart, but does not recognize the game in the Super Game Boy cartridge. So that's not going to work. What about... What else do we got going around here? Maybe. What about Outrun? That one's for Sega Genesis. This one. Huh. Well, if I can get into this menu, the start button should be working. But yet it's not. Very interesting. Okay. Well, if you don't want to work with that controller, you'll work with this one. Well, that's weird. Start button's not working on this one either. That is definitely the start button for a Sega Genesis controller, and yet it is not acting as such. Very interesting. That's definitely all working. Maybe it's just a problem with the way the game loaded. So let's pull it out. Try again. Nope, start button still not working. Is it just this game? Nope, that just didn't work. Hey. Alright, I just want to see if the start button works on this, because I'm using the right controller and everything. Nope. Interesting. Interesting. The start button's just not working. I'm going to use a Super Nintendo controller to play a Sega Genesis game. Let's go.
Get ready.
Seems to be working. Ah, found the high.
Checkpoint.
Oh no! Oh my gosh. Let's go. Oh my goodness. We're gonna run out of time. Wow. Did not do that great at all, but I'm like number 2 on the leaderboard. Did you finish Zelda gameplay? I used to play this on an arcade emulator, but it wasn't fast enough to beat the game. These older ones are hard, man.
Get ready.
Gotta go fast. Let's go.
Checkpoint.
Let's go. There we go.
Checkpoint.
Let's go. Oh no. Let's go.
Checkpoint.
Oh no. Oh my gosh. That was a tight corner. No. Let's go. We're gonna run out of time. This is gonna be as far as we make it this time. That's a hell of an improvement over the first run. Blow and flower? No, I'm not familiar with that one. Not familiar with that one at all.
Congratulations.
Get ready. Get ready.
Congratulations! Checkpoint!
You just come in here and listen to the music. That actually might work better using this controller.
Get ready.
Those two you have to check out on PS3. You need the tilt controller, but the graphics are so amazing. Yeah, I can't say that I've ever played Flow. So when PS3 came out, all right, so obviously PS3's competitor was the Xbox 360. And the way we did it back then was as a group, my friends and I would decide what was going to be the next console. Oh, excuse me. So, when we were finally ready to play the next gen from having, because we had PS2 is what we used to play together, PS1 as well. And then before that, we really didn't do a lot of playing together because there was no internet. And then PS1, we would just like take turns passing the controllers, like a local, gameplay and whatnot. PS2, our eyes started opening. Xbox came out, and they were like, you can play online. So obviously, online play came to PS2 eventually, but we hop shipped to Xbox because it had the hard drive, it had everything all ready to go. So we jumped over to Xbox. We enjoyed the crap out of Xbox and Xbox Live. And then it was, then it was decided, the next consoles were coming out. One of my friends went over to PS3, and we were still trying to figure out what one we wanted, and he went with PS3 because it had the Blu-ray player. And that was all well and good. But I ended up going with the Xbox along with my other buddies went to Xbox 360. And then the one that bought the PS3 got an Xbox 360 as well. Felt bad because he had jumped the gun, and obviously we were all already PS2 and PS1 players. But by the time the PS3 came out, we went 360. And man, like, the library here for the 360 is nuts. And that's because I did not play everything on PS3. So I do have a PS3 now. I do have games for it. A lot of them are the first party because obviously, the ones that are second party, they're usually on the 360 as well. So I had no reason to get them for PS3 since, that's the deal. So you're saying that there is a game. Oh, Folklore, there's another one. So, Folklore, and you're saying Flow and Flower. Are you saying Flow and Flower are two separate games? I've never even heard of these titles, man. These are nuts. Flow for PS3. I'm going to just take a quick little peek on the bay and see what it says. I'm really curious. Flow for PS3. Okay, so it was a Journey collection. And, whoa. Oh, where did it go? That's not cool. So, let's see. Journey Collector's Edition, PlayStation 3. It has Indies Flow Flower. I have never heard of these games. Looking at it, it doesn't look like a game that I've ever even seen in a store before. Like, that's a wild look at it. And that's still too bright. There it is. Oh, and there it goes back to not being able to be seen. So, there is that one. Let me check, because the first one I found was $70. Let me just try Journey for PS3. Okay, that's much better. That I can afford. I can get brand new sealed for 25 bucks. That's a little better. And let's see here. They didn't even use actual pictures for that cheapo one. Are these like really, really good? Oh, what is going on? What is it showing? How did I get knocked off of the live here? How did that happen? There. Okay. Wow. Okay, I think I got it all back. Maybe. No. There. I think I fixed it. Oh my goodness. They're definite need to play. No kidding. Maybe. Getting a brand new sealed one, I think, is going to be my best bet. That way it's nice. Because the price is honestly not that much more than getting a used one. I mean, I can get a used one for under $18. So, and this looks like brand new. Interesting. I'm going to keep that on my radar. I'm going to keep that on my radar. Yeah, I thought I was still running. It's just, it did some weird... Oh, wait a minute. Is it because... No, that ain't it. That ain't why. Very interesting. It is all working right, though. I see everything. It honestly looks like the chat may have moved again, but I think when I click top fans, it's the only way to read the score. Yes. Yeah, see, top fans is the only thing that looks perfect at the end there, and I kind of need that to work for our next giveaway when the time comes. Okay. So yeah, that was weird how both the Sega controllers both stopped working for the start button. But yet the Super Nintendo controller is working just fine for the start button. I find that very, very odd. Oh, by the way, when I was looking through this blew my mind. So, I was going through this box for when I bought this game. So, when I went in here and looked at this, there's actually a receipt here. And I apparently bought this back on the day after Valentine's Day, so February 15th, back in 2015. I bought this game, and inside, which I hadn't really looked, but inside, there's a bunch of codes written down, like handwritten codes from somebody that they have written down to that way they could remember where they were at in the game. And I thought that was an interesting find because, you know, this is like what you had to do back in the day in order to keep playing. And I thought it was really cool that it was actually in here, frozen in time. Didn't even realize it was in here until I was looking. I've always had this back sheet of paper on it describing the game, which was different. But I think like maybe this belonged to some kind of video rental place or something. And then it had the manual. Now the manual is weird because it doesn't fit top to bottom in here. So I'm wondering if this is like some kind of photocopy. I mean, it's got the register now on the back. But I just thought that was weird for the Road Rash 3 game And I don't have a receipt here for Outrun that we just played. Let's just double check. There is... Oh. So there is somebody, not me, has filled out the consumer reply card that is in Outrun. Old, yeah. The old handwritten codes are the best. So what's different is this one obviously has the registration card, but you see the manual. The manual actually fits top to bottom on this one. So I'm wondering if the manual that I've got for Road Rash 3, if I need to do some research and find out if maybe I need to find a different manual or if that was just the way it came. I'm not sure. Okay. Got that one. And good old Outrun. You know, it's easier for like hopping through games to do things through emulation. I get that. But it is nice to be able to just grab these old cartridges and give them a whirl every once in a while and make sure they're all doing what they're supposed to do. Okay, well. I mean, I have other games here that I haven't played. We could look at Japanese versions of some games. Like, for example, maybe this. Oh. Right? So you're looking at the original Legend of Zelda, and it's for the Famicom, and obviously some of it's still in English. I just thought that that would be kind of neat to show off. Like, this game when I was a kid was like eye-opening. It's so different than everything else. There we go. I mean, it's still pretty much the same game, just obviously meant for overseas. No! No kidding. So you never played any of these. It was all about the really cool overworld and then going into these dungeons and finding keys and being able to progress and explore. You didn't touch anything but racing till you were a teenager. Man, that's a lot of racing games. Ah! Luckily, when you're in a dungeon, you continue in the same dungeon. You don't have to start from the very beginning. So many racing games. Even all the obscure ones. I bet. I bet. No, not again. But everything you find, you obviously can keep progressing, keep dying, and then it has a kill count. So if you're trying to do this, without ever dying, there is a way to play the game and find out that answer. Gosh darn it. Those little guys hurt so much. Damn. You have amplitude or air blade. Air blade sounds familiar. I'm not sure about amplitude. Let me see. Air blade. Sounds so familiar. Yes. Namco for PlayStation 2. I've got that one. Definitely have it. And what was the other one? Amplitude? I do not have amplitude. Nope. Yes. Yes, you can definitely hack a PS2 in the US as well. Absolutely. All right. So anyways, Let me try one more time to just beat it real quick. Beat the first level. Rhythm game. I mean, I have like Rock Band and Guitar Hero. But is it more like Parappa the Rapper? Or DJ Hero? Bombs. Well, I don't have arrows, so I can't switch to the bow. This must be 4. GHN. Okay. Wipeout meets Guitar Hero? That sounds cool. There we go. Yay! Okay. So, yeah, have you used a flute that makes you go to another stage? You talking about like the one in Mario Brothers, or the one in this game where it makes the water disappear and then you can go into the 7th level? Or also in this game you can use it, I think, to go back to a level you've beat, right? Like, I don't think it does anything beyond that. I don't think it takes you to places you haven't been. Yes, before they used it in Mario 3, it did come from here. Come on. Oh my gosh. What do you mean, how long did I get the information? I've known about it since I was a kid. I played the heck out of this game when I was a kid. Now we can use the bow. This one? Yeah, I need 250. Yes, The Legend of Zelda was in my child. My first console I ever received was an Atari 2600. And then from an Atari 2600, my second console was the Nintendo Entertainment System. And then from the Nintendo Entertainment System, I went to the Sega Genesis. And then from the... I also, while owning the Sega Genesis, I went to Sega CD and Sega 32X. And then from there, I also bought a Super Nintendo. And then after that, I went to PlayStation. And then after PlayStation, PlayStation 2. Then I went to Xbox, then Xbox 360. But before I went to Xbox 360, I also ended up getting a GameCube. And I also ended up getting a Nintendo 64 at some point as well. I'm pretty sure it was 64 first. So like PS1, like the Dreamcast. I was very late for the Saturn. The Saturn was too damn expensive. But I did get a Saturn eventually. Yeah, it's. I grew up on playing Nintendo games. This is obviously not the same exact one that I've played. It's the same game. It's just this is the Japanese version. And my favorite console. Oh my gosh. Man. I'm gonna have to go with something a bit more modern. The Xbox 360 is probably my all-time favorite console. So many good games came out for that generation. It was a generation of gaming that did not want to die. It just kept on going. It lasted well beyond its 5-year lifespan. I think it was close to 10 years. But it was wild, man. The Xbox 360 was an absolutely great console. But prior to that, before the Xbox 360 ever existed, I loved the Sega Genesis and its ability to upgrade it and still have the same console and play different games. So you could play from the Sega Genesis using adapter. You could play the Master System. That's backwards compatibility. Then you could get the CD attachment and play Sega CD. And then you can get the 32X attachment and play not only Sega 32X, but you could also play Sega 32X CD. So, yeah, like there was a lot of influential stuff there. Like the PS2 was a great times period as well. Don't get me wrong. Same with PlayStation. It's just I have more memories of that. And my second favorite from the 360 is the Switch. I have so many games for the Switch. It's just ridiculous. And, I'm obviously still playing Xbox One and Xbox Series games. And I love how the Xbox Series, you can play all the way back to original Xbox for most games. Not all games, but most. But yeah. Yeah, the PS2 is definitely a fantastic console. It also lasted way longer than it was supposed to, and it continued with games outside of the US when the US had moved on. So it just goes to say just how influential the PS2 was. And there's a lot there. There's an absolutely a lot for that game system as well. So anyways, that's the original Legend of Zelda, but this is the Japanese copy, which is why you were seeing the Japanese writing there on the wall. And that's just because it's not the same as the one that we have here in the US. Now here in the US, we got the nice golden one. But overseas, they got this one. Little itty bitty guy, and it's in green. That's cool, but that's different. That's different than what we got. And as you can see, like I still this is still very well cared for. I'm very careful with this. But yeah, it's I mean, let me go get the other one. So we got the gold version right here, which is the exact match for this one. And then there was a classic series, which I believe is not gold. Yeah, no, that's a great cartridge in the arcade, or in the classic series, which I have it, like, very well wrapped up in here. But hold on. I'm getting there. So this arcade version, or classic series, it came in a gray cart, and as you can see, like, this is this is near mint. But yes, it had that, and then the Legend of Zelda instruction booklet and the little map. I've got that in this one, and then I keep it all in a plastic bag inside the box, and the box is in another plastic itself. But it's the same game, it's just not on a golden cartridge. And then the golden cartridge, we're all familiar with the golden cartridge for the most part here. And that would be this guy right here, who's nice and minty as well, and nice and shiny. I love this thing. You knew you were playing something different when you unboxed this and saw your golden cartridge for the first time. You knew that you were about to experience something a whole lot different than every other game you've played. So I keep them under plastic wrap. I don't want anything bad to happen to my Legend of Zelda stuff. So I got those. And then, of course, I have the Adventure of Link, which is another golden copy. But I really despise this game. And I did get a bootleg. I got a bootleg of The Legend of Zelda. And in the bootleg, it's not poor cartridge conditions. It's just an unknown game because it released for the Nintendo, but the Retron doesn't recognize it. It can still play it, as you can see. So all they did was they took, obviously, the Link game and they put in some Mario elements. So yeah, it's it's The Legend of Zelda, but you got Mario in it instead. Hong Hong Kong 97, the game succeeded in being the worst game ever created. Honestly, I believe that belongs to it. The Atari 2600 ET. 97 Hong Kong. I do not remember this game at all. Now I'm throwing a hammer. That's a shop. Oh, no, I can't say I've ever heard of that game at all, Sergi. Hey. Where do I go from here? Oh! Okay, so that's the way back. I'm not gonna do that. Looks like we got the map. I mean, they pretty much made the things look like screenshots from the original Mario Brothers. Oh. That's wild, Sergi. It does sound like the underground. Alright, so both of them go to the same place. They just gave you two for whatever reason. I need a key, though. I don't have a key. I don't think there was anywhere else for me to go. That's the way out again. I don't think there was another way for me to go. I can't go back. I keep throwing even though I lost a mushroom. Interesting. Ah, but once I get into that second one, it's gone. Maybe. Yep. There's the key. Do you think there's a way through? Nope. Ha 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 ha. Well, I'm almost there. We did it! Nope. Why does that say good luck? Find the leaf to move the blocks. It's probably right there. Or behind this. Found the leaf! Does that mean I can just move any rock now? No? Interesting. We're gonna need some money. That squid's a lot better shot than the normal thing. Is that it? Oh, you take some money from me? Hey, I've been here. And here. Can't move that. Uh-oh. Hey, Joel, how you been? Well, obviously the feather does not move these guys at all. So we're gonna need something else for that. That was the first castle. And I'm assuming I can't move these. Nope. All right. So, if that gets us through here, then what's through this way? Gotta wait for him to stop fluttering like he's There we go. Oh, this could be it. Nope. Nope. I got useful info. Prove it. Yeah, that doesn't help. Been there. We need to go further right. Damn. Oh, nope. Where are we now? Am I supposed to be here? Or did I take a wrong turn at Albuquerque? Dead end. Okay. Gonna ever stop? Nothing. Down, I guess? Not sure where to go. You beat CarX Street? Nice. Way to go, man. Die already. Wow, that was a lot of shots to kill a squid. I think this is where we found the leaf. Yes, because this is the dead end. I'm missing something somewhere. This is the princess in another castle, right? Hmm. I found it. I don't think they gave me enough bombs. Need a key. Okay. Can we bomb our way through? What about this way? Okay. Where the hell did we get a key from? Maybe there's something in here. Okay, so to kill the sun, we need the whistle or whatever, the flute or whatever they're going to give us in this one. Yeah, I would like to hold more bombs. With all my money, though. Not using the key on that. We found our way into there without that. And I need a way to do sound. How am I gonna... I apparently need to find the whistle. This is not gonna work. I beat all of 2 except the boss, and I'm not gonna be able to beat the boss without the whistle. Alright, what if I use the key? What if I miss something in here? Oops. I did miss it. Alright, let's go fill up our bombs. I didn't get a single bomb, thanks. Okay, let's just try and beat it. Did it! There we go! Okay. I'm gonna save. Okay. That was fun. So that right there is a bootleg copy of The Legend of Super Mario, which is where they put Mario into The Legend of Zelda and they redid what The Legend of Zelda looks like. That was a lot of fun. Very interesting little mod. But like I said, I'm sure the ROM exists out there. I might even already have it, the ROM as well. But it was nice to have like a physical cartridge as well. And it looks cool. It plays on the Retron, even though it says unknown cartridge. But it will play it on the Retron. And of course, it'll play in your original Nintendo Entertainment System. So I know we had fun. We bounced around from Game Boy Advance to Game Boy Color. We played a Nintendo game. I don't think we've played a Super Nintendo game. We played a Famicom game today. Played some Sega Genesis for a little bit until the pause button was doing something weird for us. Not sure what's up with that. We'll have to look into that another time. But it was a lot of fun to be able to throw back to these games. These games are great. They're real quick. You know, you just get in and have a bit of fun and enjoy these older ones. Obviously, there's a lot better ways of doing things. You don't necessarily need to have a Retron 5 or a cartridge to be able to do stuff like this. You can just go ahead and emulate and find some ROMs, however you decide to find them. As far as I'm concerned, now that they're saying that you don't own your digital games, I think now more than ever, ROMs are a thing that we need to have in our lives. And I think emulation is extremely important because of that. And honestly, I'm going to agree with my buddy. And that is that if you don't own your games, then you're not pirating. It's not yours. You're copying something that doesn't belong to you anyways, so you don't ever own it. Like what? Nintendo owns it forever? No one, you're not allowed to own it? Nah, man, I got a whole wall here saying I can own some games. So, yeah, as the era progresses on and we move into the digital era where everything is all just download and you don't own a physical thing, things are going to get a little sadder for us collectors. But in the meantime, I can still collect. They still make things like this. And I think because of that, it's fun to be able to come back and be able to do that. So seriously, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I had a bit of fun. I know we were all over the map, but it was fun to be able to just come back and play some of this stuff. And thank you for joining me along the way. So we had Sergi, we had Joel. I saw Kings at one point, but I haven't seen him in a while. I know Kings had popped in a long while back. If we look at the top fans, we got all 4 of you guys right here that have shown up to play or check out what was going on today. Samuel with the typical 250 XP, but look at Sergi here with his 150. So yeah, you guys did well. I'm sure I'm going to end up doing another giveaway at some point. But I had some fun just hanging out with you guys for today. It's getting close to dinner time. I'm sure my kids would love to eat dinner. So I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. Thank you so much for checking it out. As Samuel already knows, and I did make a post on the channel, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, the 2nd episode has left members only status. It is now available to be watched. That was as of 9 a.m. today. And then next week, Saturday, oh, excuse me. Oh my goodness. Next week, Saturday, 9 a.m., we'll release the 3rd video that I have. I do not have more beyond that. So that'll come off of members only, and that'll be available for everyone to watch. Of course, if you want to be a member, you get access to being able to watch this for a lot longer than just a week. You gain access to being able to watch those for as long as they're on YouTube, just like a lot of my other stuff. But as of right now, I am going to allow those videos to come over for like a week, and then they're going to go back over to members only for the videos where it's me playing cooperatively with someone else, whether it be a viewer or someone I know. So look for those changes coming up, but that's the membership. You got to have a membership for that. I know. It's $1. It's way too much a month. I know. So I will see you guys on the flip side and the next time I reload. Thank you so much for being here. And y'all have a good one. Enjoy your weekend.
I'm not here for the fame, just here to spread positivity. So don't forget to like and share and comment, because your opinion is everything. And remember, if it's not on video, did it even happen? Just post it, they'll come to you. Just post it and like, share it for the hype. Comment, make it seem. Smash that like, fam. Link in the bio. Drop a comment below. You won't believe what happens next. Like, share, comment. That's how we say we care.